In today's podcast, we're going to talk about what makes a good teacher. This is Mr. Brisson. This is our fourth podcast here, and I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves who's here.
Hi, I'm Mr. Graybell. I teach social studies and psychology.
I'm Mitchell Vincentini. I'm a student. I'm a senior.
And I'm Hunter Dapson, and I'm also a senior.
In this school at Paul V. Moore, we have some of the best teachers around. I want to see what really makes them. I want Mitchell and Hunter and Mr. Graybell to share what they have seen that makes a fantastic teacher. Anybody want to share?
Well, the first thing would definitely be a relationship with students. A good teacher would definitely have to be good with their students, talk with their students, and just like basically be there when they need something or if they...
Mitch, tell me who you got a good relationship with. Which teacher in this building?
Probably Mrs. Hahn. She has, when I moved here in 10th grade, she helped me get fit into Central Square and English and all the stuff I had to get caught up in.
Tell me another teacher that you have a relationship with.
Mr. Graybell here, I have him in Global. He's helping me out for my transition moving here also.
Nice. Hunter?
Probably just to relate to the students, and if they try to help them as much as they can and listen to their questions and answer them the best way they can.
Could you give me an example of a teacher that you've had that really relates to the students and answers all your questions?
Mrs. Mill does. She's helped me and a lot of other people that I know. She's helped us through a lot of stuff, and she's always been there for us emotionally and with work and school, and she always made sure that we were okay.
Yeah, she's excellent.
I think one of the things both of the students suggested was a teacher that doesn't talk to the students, but talks with the students. That's so important. We also have to be there not only to dispense information. Most of us know our information. But you have to be there with the students to care for the students and listen to them sometimes. And that really makes a difference between how they feel in the class, whether they're just a sponge soaking up information or they're actually getting an interaction, a relationship that's going to help them to grow as a person.
It's some great points here. And, if there's one thing I guess you could say about the teachers, or if you could tell the teachers, what would you like to tell them?
I think the most important thing for me, I've been here a long time, longer than just about everybody in the building, is that you teach students. You don't teach information. You teach students some things, but you don't just teach information. So they can get the information on Google or in a textbook, but you have to teach them. Do you teach individualized, or do you make it special for each individual person, or is it everybody get the same? In some ways you get the same stuff, but I think it's really important to individualize it any place you can. So I try to find out something about each student. So I know Mitch plays football. So if I can relate something in there to something he can understand with a football analogy or compare it to a competitive spirit, he's going to not only pick it up better, but he's going to appreciate it more and pay more attention and be more interested in the class.
So I got two seniors here. What are you going to miss about these teachers when you guys leave?
Probably, like he said, because moving on to college, the teachers aren't really they're going to be a lot strict. They're going to be a lot harder to focus in on, and so definitely that.
I'm going to miss the connections I have with the teachers and how I got to know them and the relationships I built with them and how they helped me. I'm just going to miss going to them to talk to and having them help me with my homework.
Well, thank you very much for this, and have a great rest of the year.
And have a good weekend, you too, Mr. B.
Thank you very much, Mr. Graybell.
Now let's listen to some more comments on what students think makes a good teacher.
Some characteristics are helpful, caring.
A teacher that can help me work through problems and don't really tell anybody.
He's understanding and listens.
He's my favorite teacher because he inspires me. He makes me want to be better in society and in an educational way. I can count on him for anything. He's always there for me, for my friends, half the time for my family. And there's nobody I look up to more than that man.
The good characteristics of a teacher are making class fun and helping the student when they need it and trying new learning.
The fact that they're responsible, they're organized, and they're well caring about other people and the students, and also they should let you be you.
A good teacher is someone who's enthusiastic and really enjoys what they teach, and they get their students interested in what they're learning in the classroom.
Characteristics of a good teacher: a good sense of humor, being very nice to your students. Sometimes giving candy wouldn't be that bad.
I believe the characteristics of a good teacher is someone who relates to teachers and students, brings people more together, like up ego cheery people, and definitely like relates to most of the students.
I think a teacher is someone who understands their students and is willing to do whatever they can to make sure that the student understands what they're learning and that they're enjoying what they're learning. And it's very important for students to enjoy what they're doing because they'll be more willing to learn.
I believe that some good characteristics of a good teacher is somebody who's easily relatable to yourself and who's also willing to work with you to not only strive to make you the best person, but also the whole classroom the best person.
What makes a good teacher is that they'll stick with you until the end and make sure you have all your work done. And a good teacher will listen to what we have to say and our input on the class.
Need to be understanding, help students when needed. Done.
A good teacher is someone who really is able to relate to their students